Alright guys, so I ended up getting the brushless two-piece hammer drill combo kit right here. And at the time at Home Depot they had a deal, so I ended up getting these two tools for free. So I picked the LXT angle grinder right here, and I got this LXT multi-tool up here. So yeah, let's do an unboxing. Alright guys, so here it is. Alright guys, so let's check it out. Alright guys, so let's unbox it and finally check it out. So it looks like it comes with the instruction manual for the cordless impact driver right here. Comes with these right here. I think you put these on the side of your power tool. Yeah, it's pretty weird that the tools came on with the batteries in them. They usually come with them detached. Does it have any charge? Let's check that power indicator. It's so dead it doesn't even show anything. Here's our Makita charger, battery charger right here. A little handle that you put on your hammer drill right here. I think this right here is the hammer drill. As you can see, it's got that little hammer right there. This chuck feels kind of nice. Whoops, wrong way. Does this have any charge in it? They're both brushless, so that's pretty good. This battery itself is kind of big. Got different speeds. Got the drilling one on. Let's put it back to the drill one. Got the hammer mode on there as well. Yeah, and that's it. The rest is just extra cardboard for some reason. Like, what's the point of this right here? Alright guys, so here's a hammer drill right here, and I got this 3-amp battery previously from the other kits, and this one's charged. So yeah, see what she sounds like. Sounds pretty nice. Yeah, sounds pretty nice. It's got the sparks in there. Oh wait, it's brushless. Alright, as for this, let's unbox this right here. I don't know, it's like all stuffed funny like that. I mean, it was made for convenience. Actually not really used to these, so I don't know where this goes. This one's simple, you just pop it in those slots. Oh wait, that ain't it. You like stretch this thing. There we go. Just twist the handle right here and expands it. Alright, so it looks like it goes on the right side. I extended it too much. Alright, just put it into those little grooves and it should tighten. Ooh, I don't want to. Right there, I got it in a better position, so it should work this time. Looks a little wiggly though. As you can see, it's not over the speed selector anymore, so that's good. It's got that little light on there. Let's check the battery for this. Oh, looks like I'm not fully charged on this one. And as for this, I think this is like your guide against the material you're drilling, I think. I don't really use these, that's why. I think it goes right here. So yeah, like that. That's a hammer drill all the way. I think this just lays against, actually it rests against the material drilling. So just in case you got like a long drill bit, I think. I'm not sure. I don't really use that. But yeah, that's a hammer drill right there. Pretty nice, and it feels sturdy and heavy too. That's what we need in a power tool. Alright guys, so here's the impact driver, the cordless one. So let's put the 3 amp battery in there. Amp hour, whatever that stands for. Let's test it out. So yeah, this one's pretty nice. It's got this cool little... Huh. Wait, actually, what is this? Weird rubber thing. I thought it was a light. It's got 2 lights on the side. Got this button right here. Huh. Not sure what that does, actually. Oh, I can see. Right there. So as you can see, when you press that little button right here by the trigger, it shows you this little level right there. I think that's the speeds or something. You can see it slows down. Let's try it out of 4. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the speed. It's got different modes down there. I'm not really too familiar with these. I'll have to test it out later on. But yeah, it's a pretty cool impact driver right here. It's brushless and it's nice. And it's sturdy and lightweight, which is good. You don't want to like freaking break your back carrying these things. Alright, let's check out this bag right here. Let's just open it. This is a tool bag. Feels pretty nice. Yeah, it's got some nice compartments in there. And it's got this little weird strap thing. Oh, if you want to carry it like a purse or something, I'm not sure. Shoulder strap, that's for sure. Yeah, looks like it's just a regular bag. You can put your bits in there and everything. Yeah. Seems pretty cool. Might try putting my tools in there later on. And then here's the battery charger. Pretty standard. Probably like the one we got in the other kit. Then let's try out this right here. This is that. I think it came in wax paper. I think you put this on the side of your drill. Near the battery compartment. I think it's just like a little clip. So you can see these little clips that you put on the side of your drills. And some screws, but they fell in there. It was a good thing they fell in there, not out in the open. So you can see these screws right here. Might as well put that in there. That little thing in there. Alright, let's see how one of these tools fit. I'm gonna put the impact driver because it's the smallest. Be nice and easy to fit. Gotta put it right in the middle. Yeah, it fits pretty good. And I would put the hammer drill, but I don't feel like taking off that handle. It's a little hassle. Alright guys, so that was a 2-piece hammer drill combo set from Makita. I think it was pretty good. It came with this bag and the drills and the 5 amp hour batteries, if you want to be specific. But yeah, I think it was pretty good. I like the build of the hammer drills. It's pretty sturdy. And then this little impact driver has a lot of modes on it, so that'll be cool to use on the job. So yeah, guys, that's it for the hammer drill part. Alright guys, so last but not least, the battery charger. So let's finally unbox this one, even though it's the same thing we got last time on the other kit. So yeah, this is a battery charger, pretty standard, and it has a jingle too. I think most Makita battery chargers have that now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And having an extra one's better because I could now charge 2 batteries simultaneously at the same time. Alright guys, next we're going to be unboxing the X-Lock angle grinder right here with AFT right there. So this is the tool only, but this is the one I got on the deal they had at Home Depot. So I got it for free along with the multi-tool. So yeah, let's unbox it. Alright guys, let's start unboxing this. Looks like the tape was kind of loose on there. Alright guys, this is pretty weird, but right on underneath this flap is a cutoff tool. Well, not the cutoff tool, but the cutoff wheel. I don't think it should just be placed randomly in the box like that. It's not really safe, and I don't want this to get damaged because this could shatter and fly against your face. Definitely gonna be using that though, for sure. So it also comes with a grinding wheel. I'm pretty glad that it comes with these wheels already, just like the circular saw. That's really nice. So now I know what they offer. I actually don't see these at Home Depot for some reason. I only see the Diablo ones. So this is how it looks in the box. I think I prefer this unboxing setup more, because the other way you couldn't really see how it comes wrapped. So here's a grinding guard, or the cutoff guard, but I don't think you could really cut with that. I never actually used the angle grinder, so I'm excited. But I do know it's one of the most dangerous tools in the trades. So remember, this is tool only, so there's no battery actually. Let's take that out. Let's grab our handle. Looks like the last one is another guard. So yeah, this one, I think they're the same size. They look like the same size and they're the same dimensions. Oh, wait, they're not. This one's got an extra weld under the bottom, right here. So maybe that's a grinding one. This one's a cutoff one. Yeah, it looks like that's it underneath the box. I don't think there's anything. So yeah guys, that was all it in the kit. So look at all this useless waste of cardboard. There's some compartments that didn't even serve a purpose in there. Alright, so let's take a look at the angle grinder itself. Just gotta pull this rubber band off. Go take a look. See, as you can see, it's got that X lock right there. And these little disc. Little washers, actually. I don't know what this is, actually. A little mesh. It's a toggle switch. I wish it was a paddle switch, as you can see right there. It's a toggle switch. Paddle switch is more safer. As you can see, it's a pretty big angle grinder, actually. It's really heavy, too. Alright guys, so I did a little bit of reading, and I figured out how to put the angle guard on it. So it turns out what you do is you press this right here. So you press on that, and then you just match up the lines right here. These little nubs right here, as you can see, there's little nubs. There's little nubs in there. So you line up those nubs with those notches right there. You just place it in. But after you do that, you actually want to push this all the way in, like as hard as you can. Make sure you're doing it nice and even though. Alright, so this is how you're gonna do it. So you're gonna press that and push it real hard. As you can see, right here, these weird washer looking things, that's actually a spring. So you're gonna press this down and just push this hard. Alright, so as you can see, we're gonna really like change the angle, because this is not a good angle for what I'm gonna use it for. Once you have it in there, you're gonna wanna push that thing again, but then push on this as hard as you can. And then look, you should be able to rotate and change your angle. And then this little thing right here will go in one of these holes. As you can see, I got that angle. So yeah, that's how you change your angles. And I'll change it to whatever I'm working on, or if I'm in a weird position. And as for the little handle, it's actually easy. If you're right-handed or left-handed, you just screw it on the side you need to use it on. So let's screw it on right here. I actually prefer the right-hand one, but let's just screw it on right here. Now we screwed it on. And to put the little disc, or whatever you want to call it, your wheel, I guess that'll be the right word, you're going to press that lever, the X-lock lever right there. Push up that, and get your wheel, and you just line it up. And you just place it in there and it should lock in, like that. And you want to make sure that those little grooves in there are above the wheel's little metal thing. I don't even know what to call that. You just want to make sure that this locking mechanism is on top of that little metal plate of the wheel. And then once you have that all figured out, you should be able to just turn it on. So let's just give it a little test. I'm not gonna like run it all the way. Hopefully it doesn't. Let's just check the wheel one more time. This is like the most dangerous tool. Looks like it's on there pretty tight. Let's try it. As you can see, pretty loud. This is probably one of the most dangerous tools because of the cutoff wheel, not the grinding wheel. It's a cutoff one, because that one could shatter. And if you twist or push too much weight on it, then you're just going to end up cracking and it's going to fly towards your face or neck. So yeah, guys, that's a angle grinder. Also came out with this one. I think this is for the cutoff wheel. The other one's for the grinder. Like I said, you want this to catch the flying particles just in case, but still, you have a high chance of it flying towards your face. So yeah, guys, I think I like this angle grinder. I'm going to try it out later on. All right, guys, last but not least, it's the multi-tool. So here's a multi-tool that I got with that good deal at Home Depot where I got the 2 free tools. And yeah, this one's going to be very useful for cutting off dowels and any other weird, complicated wood joints or even just annoying parts that you can't put a handsaw or reciprocating saw into. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one. Alright guys, so let's unbox it. Huh. This one's a little weird. I don't know, this tape work is pretty trash. Yeah, it should be good enough. Alright, there we go. It's like a weird layout for some reason. Yeah, look at that. That was annoying. That was getting in the way on cutting the tape. Alright, so there it is. Comes with a catalog for some reason. Other ones didn't come with that. It's like a poster. Yeah, so you get this little catalog right here, this crazy circle. They got vacuum cleaners and hedge trimmers. Alright, so there it is, the cordless multi-tool. This one's definitely going to be useful for cutting annoying wood parts. And it comes with the wrapper on the head for some reason. Maybe it's because it's oiled there or something. Looks like it does come with some pieces. Is there anything else in there? Nah, they just have extra cardboard to make the box more sturdy. Yeah, nothing else. I wish they had Makita stickers in here. Alright, so let's check out the little bits that it comes with. Well, not really bits, more like blades. Yeah, I am not familiar with this tool at all. This is new to me. What the heck? Got little rings right here. You got one wooden saw blade, actually. It's Makita too, not some cheap thing. Alright guys, I'll figure out how to put this on. Alright guys, so I figured out how to change the blades on my multi-tool. So it turns out you just pull this lever all the way in the back. You just pull it back. Like that. And turns out this little screw in here, you don't actually twist it, you just pull it out right away. So yeah, I thought that was really weird. And then after you do that, you grab your blade and make sure that these little holes fit into these little nubs right here. So then after you do that, you just stick in the screw again, place it in there, and then you just tighten that lever like that. Yeah. So as you can see, you can't twist it or pull out that little screw anymore. And then right here's your speed selector. Well, not really speed, but like how it oscillates or how much it does. So let's put it back at 6. I'm surprised they put it at 6 from the box and it's not at a low level like 1. right there, and then you just pull the lever up, and yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, guys, that's a multi-tool. It's definitely going to be helpful, and it's pretty heavy, actually. Yeah, just to show the blade moving. It's really loud, too. So yeah, let's try the other speeds. Let's try it too. So yeah, as you can see, the speed's definitely different. And I like how you can see it as more blurry compared to the other one. So yeah, guys, that's the multi-tool. Overall, I think it's a really good tool. I just don't like the way the plastic feels towards the handle. But other than that, it feels like a pretty good tool and pretty sturdy as well. I think it's going to get the job done and what I need for it done as well. As for these other little rings, I have no idea what they do. Maybe they're used for the other parts, like the sander and the scraper, because I've seen other types of like add-ons for this, especially a brush or a vacuum. Well, not necessarily a vacuum, but a sander with a vacuum attached. So yeah, guys, overall it's a pretty cool tool, and I think it's going to get the job done. So yeah, guys, see you next time on my next unboxing. Alright, let's just check out this funny catalog thing that came with the multi-tool. This thing's pretty big. Let me actually back this up. So yeah, as you can see, it shows you all the tools. Kind of crazy. There's a lot of tools on here as well. Got lawnmowers and the reciprocating saws and a plunge cut saw. I never heard of that. It's got all those combination hammers and the miter saws and chainsaws and job site radios and job site speakers. Flashlight radio. Okay, I've never seen these two. I've never actually seen any of these. Or the caulking gun. Or the rivet gun. But yeah, as you know, Home Depot doesn't really sell all these tools. But yeah, guys, pretty cool. As you can see, I'm part of the Makita battery set. So yeah, I'm going to have to stick with Makita because I already got all these chargers and batteries. Hopefully I get some more cool tools to do some more stuff. So yeah, see you guys. Till next time.